What women need to know about creatine. For years, creatine has been marketed mostly toward men, bodybuilders, powerlifters, and athletes focused on building as much muscle as possible. Images of massive physiques and intense training environments often dominate supplement advertisements, which naturally shapes how people perceive who these products are meant for. Because of that, many women assume creatine simply isn't for them. Some worry that taking it will make them bulky or cause rapid muscle growth that changes their body shape in ways they don't want. Others believe creatine is only useful for people doing extremely heavy lifting or high-performance athletic training. If your workouts are more focused on general fitness, strength, or staying healthy, it can seem like creatine doesn't really apply to you. But that perception leaves out a big part of the story. The truth is that creatine works through basic biological processes that exist in everyone's body, regardless of gender. It supports how cells produce quick energy, which affects not only muscle performance, but also recovery and even certain aspects of brain function. For women, this can translate into benefits like improved strength during workouts, better support for muscle maintenance, and potentially enhanced energy during demanding physical activity. In some cases, creatine may also play a role in supporting long-term health, especially as the body's natural muscle mass changes with age. In other words, creatine isn't just for bodybuilders. If you've ever wondered whether creatine might be useful for you, it's worth understanding how it actually works. Today, we're breaking down 8 important things women should know before deciding whether to take it. But before we begin, drop your name and the city you're watching from in the comments below. All right, let's get started. Number 1. Creatine won't make you bulky. Let's clear up the biggest myth first. One of the main reasons many women avoid creatine is the fear of becoming bulky. The supplement is often associated with bodybuilders and professional athletes, so it's easy to assume that taking creatine will automatically lead to large, dramatic muscle growth. But that's not how creatine works. Muscle growth is influenced by several factors, including training intensity, nutrition, and hormones. One of the key hormones involved in building large amounts of muscle is testosterone. Men naturally produce much higher levels of testosterone than women, which is one of the main reasons they tend to gain muscle mass more easily. Women, on the other hand, produce significantly lower levels of this hormone. Because of this difference, most women do not experience the kind of large, bulky muscle growth that is often seen in male bodybuilders. Even with consistent strength training and proper nutrition, muscle development in women usually appears more toned and defined rather than dramatically larger. Creatine doesn't override this biology. What creatine actually does is help your muscles produce energy more efficiently during short bursts of activity, such as lifting weights, doing resistance exercises, or performing high-intensity intervals. This extra energy can allow you to push out an extra repetition, lift slightly heavier weights, or maintain strength during demanding workouts. Over time, these improvements can support strength gains and better workout performance. What most women notice isn't massive muscle growth. Instead, they often report feeling stronger during training, recovering more easily between sets, and seeing muscles look a bit firmer or fuller. In other words, creatine supports performance. It doesn't suddenly change your body's natural muscle-building limits. Number 2. It can help improve workout performance. Creatine helps your muscles produce quick energy. Whenever you exercise, especially during strength training, high-intensity interval training, sprinting, or other short bursts of effort, your muscles rely on a molecule called ATP, adenosine triphosphate, for energy. ATP acts like your body's immediate fuel source. It powers quick, explosive movements such as lifting a weight, jumping, pushing, or accelerating during a sprint. The challenge is that your muscles only store a small amount of ATP at any given time. During intense activity, those stores can be used up within seconds. Once ATP is depleted, your muscles begin to fatigue, and it becomes harder to maintain the same level of strength or power. That's one of the reasons workouts become more difficult as a set goes on. This is where creatine plays an important role. Creatine helps your body regenerate ATP more quickly. It acts as a backup system that helps restore ATP levels during short bursts of high-intensity effort. When more ATP can be regenerated, your muscles are able to continue producing force for slightly longer before fatigue sets in. In practical terms, that can mean small but meaningful improvements in performance. You might be able to lift slightly heavier weights, complete an extra repetition at the end of a set, or maintain better power during demanding exercises. Those changes may seem small in the moment, but over weeks and months of consistent training, they can add up. More quality reps lead to stronger muscles. Stronger muscles support better workouts. Over time, that process can translate into improved strength, better endurance during high-intensity training, and more noticeable progress in your overall fitness routine. Number 3. It may support muscle tone. Strength training results often improve with creatine. Many women include strength training in their routines because they want to feel stronger, move more confidently, and build a more toned athletic body. Whether the goal is improving overall fitness, supporting long-term health, or simply feeling more capable during workouts, resistance training plays a powerful role in achieving those outcomes. Creatine can help support this process. During strength training, your muscles rely on quick bursts of energy to lift weights, push through challenging sets, and maintain power throughout a workout. As those energy stores begin to drop, fatigue sets in and performance naturally declines. Creatine helps your muscles regenerate that quick energy more efficiently, which can allow you to maintain strength and power for slightly longer during demanding exercises. That extra support can make a noticeable difference over time. You might complete an extra repetition during a set, maintain better strength across multiple sets, or feel less drained at the end of a workout. Small improvements like these accumulate over weeks and months of consistent training. For many women, the result isn't massive muscle growth. Instead, creatine tends to support the development and maintenance of lean muscle mass. Lean muscle contributes to a firmer, more defined appearance and supports better overall strength without dramatically increasing muscle size. This is one reason creatine can be especially helpful for women who want a toned, strong physique rather than a bulky one. By supporting performance and recovery during resistance training, creatine helps reinforce the very habits that lead to steady, sustainable fitness progress. Number 4. Creatine can help with recovery. Recovery is just as important as the workout itself. Many people focus heavily on the effort they put into exercise, but the real progress often happens afterward. During intense workouts, especially strength training or high-intensity sessions, muscle fibers experience small amounts of stress and microscopic damage. This process is completely normal and is actually part of how muscles become stronger. After the workout ends, the body begins repairing and rebuilding those muscle fibers. With proper nutrition, hydration, and rest, the muscles adapt by becoming more resilient and capable of handling future training demands. Creatine may help support this recovery process. Because creatine plays a role in energy production within cells, it can help maintain higher energy availability in muscle tissue. This can be especially helpful during repeated training sessions throughout the week. When muscles have better access to quick energy, they may recover more efficiently between sets and between workouts. Another benefit is related to fatigue. Creatine may help reduce the level of muscular fatigue that accumulates during demanding training. When fatigue is managed more effectively, workouts can feel more productive, and recovery between sessions may become smoother. For women who train regularly, whether through strength workouts, fitness classes, or high-intensity training, this can make a noticeable difference. Instead of feeling completely drained after every session, recovery may feel more manageable. Muscles may feel ready to perform again sooner, allowing for more consistent workouts and steady progress over time. And in fitness, consistency is often the biggest factor that drives long-term results. Number 5. It might support brain function. Creatine isn't just for muscles, it also supports your brain. Most people think of creatine as a supplement strictly for physical performance, but its role in the body goes beyond muscle tissue. Creatine is involved in how cells produce and manage energy, and that process is important for many organs, including the brain. Your brain is one of the most energy-demanding parts of your body. Even when you're resting, it uses a significant amount of energy to support memory, focus, decision-making, and communication between nerve cells. Just like muscles, brain cells rely on a steady supply of ATP to perform these tasks efficiently. Creatine helps support the production and regeneration of ATP inside cells. Because of this role, researchers have become increasingly interested in how creatine may influence cognitive function. Some studies suggest that creatine supplementation may help support mental performance during situations that require intense concentration or when the brain is under stress from fatigue, lack of sleep, or prolonged mental effort. For example, tasks that involve problem-solving, quick thinking, or sustained focus may benefit from improved cellular energy availability. When brain cells have better access to energy, they may function more efficiently during demanding mental activity. That said, creatine isn't a magic solution for mental performance. It doesn't replace the basics that keep the brain healthy and functioning well. Adequate sleep, balanced nutrition, hydration, and stress management still play the most important roles in maintaining cognitive health. However, by supporting the body's overall energy systems, creatine may contribute to a more stable energy balance throughout both physical and mental activity. Number 6. Hydration is important. Your body may need a little more water when using creatine. One of the ways creatine supports muscle performance is by influencing how water is distributed inside your body. When creatine enters muscle cells, it helps draw water into those cells. This process increases what's known as intracellular hydration, which supports the environment where muscles produce and use energy during exercise. This shift in water balance is a normal part of how creatine works. As muscles hold slightly more water, the body may require a bit more fluid overall to maintain proper balance. Some people notice that they feel thirstier than usual after starting creatine, while others simply benefit from paying closer attention to their daily hydration habits. Staying properly hydrated helps your body adapt comfortably to this change. When fluid intake is adequate, muscles can maintain the hydration they need for energy production and performance. Hydration also supports circulation, temperature regulation, and overall physical function during workouts. If someone isn't drinking enough water, however, small issues can appear. Some people may experience headaches, mild fatigue, or reduced workout performance when hydration levels fall behind. In many cases, these symptoms aren't caused by creatine itself, but by the body simply needing more fluids to keep everything balanced. Fortunately, the solution is straightforward. For most people, simply being mindful of hydration throughout the day is enough. Drinking water regularly, especially around workouts, helps support both the body's natural processes and the way creatine works within muscle cells. Number 7. The right dose is usually small. You don't need huge amounts to see benefits. One of the most common misconceptions about creatine is that more will produce better results. People sometimes assume that taking large doses will accelerate muscle growth or dramatically improve performance. In reality, creatine works best when taken in moderate, consistent amounts. For most people, an effective daily dose is about 3 to 5 grams. This amount is generally enough to gradually increase the creatine stored inside your muscle cells. Over time, these stores reach a level known as muscle saturation, where the muscles have plenty of creatine available to help regenerate quick energy during high-intensity activity. Some people choose to begin with what's called a loading phase. A loading phase typically involves taking higher doses, around 15 to 20 grams per day, for about 5 to 7 days. The goal is to saturate muscle creatine stores more quickly. While this approach can speed up the process, it isn't necessary for most people. Taking a steady dose of 3 to 5 grams per day will eventually lead to the same level of muscle saturation. It just happens more gradually, usually over a few weeks rather than a few days. For many individuals, the slower approach is actually more comfortable. It reduces the chance of digestive discomfort and makes supplementation easier to maintain as part of a daily routine. In the end, the key factor isn't how much you take at once. The key is consistency. Taking a moderate dose regularly allows creatine levels in the muscles to build steadily, supporting performance and training over time. Number 8. It works best with healthy habits. Creatine works best when it supports a healthy lifestyle. It's easy to get excited about supplements, especially when they're widely discussed and backed by research. But even the most effective supplement can't replace the core habits that truly drive health and fitness progress. Creatine is helpful, but it works best when it's part of a bigger picture. Balanced nutrition is one of the most important pieces of that picture. Your body needs adequate protein to repair and build muscle, carbohydrates to fuel activity, and healthy fats, vitamins, and minerals to support countless biological processes. Without proper nutrition, the body simply doesn't have the resources it needs to perform or recover well. Regular exercise is equally important. Creatine can support performance during high-intensity activities, but it only works when your muscles are being challenged through consistent training. Strength training, cardiovascular activity, and movement throughout the day all contribute to better fitness and long-term health. Sleep and stress management also play critical roles. During sleep, the body repairs tissues, regulates hormones, and restores energy systems used throughout the day. Chronic stress, on the other hand, can interfere with recovery, energy levels, and overall well-being. Creatine doesn't replace any of these foundations. Instead, it acts as a supportive tool. By helping muscles produce energy more efficiently during demanding exercise, creatine can enhance the benefits of the healthy habits you're already practicing. When combined with good nutrition, consistent training, proper rest, and mindful recovery, creatine can fit naturally into a well-rounded and sustainable fitness routine. So, what should women really know about creatine? It won't make you bulky. It can support strength and performance. It may improve recovery and help maintain lean muscle. And when used responsibly, it can be a helpful addition to an active lifestyle. Like any supplement, the key is understanding how it works and using it in a balanced way. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever tried creatine, or are you thinking about starting it? What concerns or questions do you have about it? Let me know in the comments below. And if you'd like a future video explaining the best creatine routine for women, possible side effects, or how to choose a quality supplement, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for the next one. Because the more you understand your body, the better choices you can make for your health and fitness.